Hi everybody, let's continue learning Python. We will learn now or talking about mathematically functions. Use the math function in your code or in programming and use it for your application. As you see, this table shows first six function of mathematically function of Python. ABS for x, variable x, the absolute value of x, the positive distance between x and 0. There is another absolute function FAPS, the absolute value of x directly. CEIL, x, the ceiling of x, the smallest integer not less than x. CMB x and y, it is return -1 if x is smallest than y, return 0 if x equal y, return 1 if x greater than y. EXP is the exponential of x, e of power of x. We're talking about FPS, the absolute value of x. Floor x, the floor of x, the largest integer not greater than x. We will see here an example. You edit in the code import math. This is important. You must import module math to get the function from it. And then if you print this statement, you print math dot the function and the parameter after it between two brackets. If you want to the cell, math dot cell print, this will represent the cell of 2.3 is 3, the smallest integer not less than the x. X here is 2.3. The floor of 2.3 is math.floor A. The floor of 2.3 is 2. The largest integer not greater than x, as you see here. Let's continue. Log x, the natural logarithm of x for x greater than 0. Log 10x, the base 10 logarithm of x for x greater than 0. Maximum x1, x2 and x of n, the largest of this arrangement, the value close to positive infinity. Minimum x1, x2 to xn, the smallest of the argument, the value close to negative infinity. Mod f x of x, the functional and integer parts of x in a two-item tuple. Both parts have the same sign as x. The integer part is returned as a float. BOWXY, the value of x power of y, like this. Round x, comma n, x rounded to n digit from the decimal point. Python rounded away from 0 as a tie broken. Round 0.5 is 1 and round minus 0.5 is minus 1. SQRT of x, the square root of x if x greater than 0. SQRT of 9 is 3, for example. SQRT of 4, it is 2. Random number function, there is a lot of random number function to use in games and simulation and testing and security and so on. Choice, sequence, a random item from a list, tuple or string. Choice, and put here list or tuple. Range start stop step, a random select element from range from start to stop, This is the first, and this is the end, and this is the step. Random, a random float R such that 0 is less than or equal to R and R is less than 1. Seed of X sets the integer starting value used in generating random numbers. Call this function before calling any other random module function. Return none. Shuffle with list. Randomize the items of a list in place. Returns none. Uniform X, Y, a random float R such that X is less than or equal to R and R is less than Y. This is mathematically function for trigonometric function. A cosine X returns R cosine of X, and so on. A sine X, A tan 2, cosine, hypot, and sine. Tan X, degrees X, radians X. Mathematical constant, there is two mathematical constant, pi, the mathematical constant pi, 22 over 7, and E is the mathematically constant E, exponential. Thank you. For any questions, you can contact me during Udemy question and answer.